Okay, so we're into the Ionni Brathr Fragment. So this is where a moon hit the ground a long time ago. And big giant robot things in here that we're supposed to be killing, right? So we're at the layer of the eyeless. So get to the crystal at the bottom of there. There's a large crystal that runs through the core of the meteor, and I need to reach it and strike it with the Abaddon's hammer, and it should bring the entire cavern down. On top of us, apparently, because that's what it looks like. Let's see, should we rest here? Yeah, we got extra, so let's go. We'll be all nice and recharged. This? Why are there tentacles in here? That was just robots. Hair of Andra. Columns of water rise up from the pool in front of you, shifting and writhing and whipping air around them in a vortex.
You have done well to have come so far. I confess I was not certain you would make it, but I do not wish to give false hope. The greater challenge remains in front of you.
I'm ready. The eyeless have to be stopped for the good of the Deerwood. So, benevolent. Gimpy is the honest, benevolent rogue.
Running through the core of this rock is a large growth of crystal. You will know it when you see it. A blow to the crystal would reverberate through the walls of this place. Strike it enough and the entire structure would crumble. The eyeless would be buried.
So would I, wouldn't it?
Of course, it would take a person years to cause enough damage.
What did you have in mind?
Strike the crystal with Abaddon's hammer. The eyeless will wake and come to its call. Join in striking the crystal. They will cluster together and bury themselves.
But not so smart.
I have realized it is best that they should be ended, for within each of them is a small piece of Abaddon himself. Upon their deaths, those fragments and the memories they contain will be safely dispersed. I had not considered the dangers of allowing them to persist, until a watcher appeared at my abbey.
Hey, that's me. What are we waiting for then? Hold on, you want me to wake up more of them? Why? What aren't you telling me?
A single strike upon the crystal will not be enough. The eyeless respond only as long as the hammer rings. You will need to remain until their work is complete, wielding the hammer until the walls come crumbling down.
You mean for me to die here? I trust this is what had to be done. Rational. If the ever eyes won't stop until I'm dead, I might as well return the favor.
It is a difficult thing to accept that one's dying day has already been marked. It is good that you have no illusions about your own.
Yes, it's a sacrifice she's willing to make.
The eyeless cannot be reasoned with or fled from. One day not far from now, they would kill you and level the Deerwood. You have seen what they will do. This is the way you can stop them. And the truth is that you are marked by the eyeless for a reason. It would be better for all if the things you have seen were forgotten.
Bite me.
A great sacrifice for a greater good.
A clean slate for us and the world. Maybe that's not such a bad thing.
Watery columns drop all at once back into the pool, sending up a small splash. The pool settles, and looking down into it, you see only the faces of you and your companions, alone and condemned. How does everybody else feel about this, though?
Slowly now.
Of course, we have to fight our way there, too. It's even better. More.
Aye?
Fire more.
Light, flame, and sound. We'll keep to ourselves.
So if we die, how do we finish the game? That's the real question. How do we finish the main storyline if we die here? I see a problem. How can we save the world if we die here? How do we save the world in a different story? Same thing.
Show him how. Oh, it's.
We get her. Dazzle him. Oh, they can't make it because there's no... Oh, they're shooting us from a distance? That's new. Stop dying on me.
One repels my touch.
That's not very helpful.
One at a time, not a problem. It's only when there's like 4 or 5 running around is an issue.
Your thoughts.
Of course, these are
must
the...
flow
I don't remember the other
deep
ones
deep.
doing any type of range damage. I guess I wasn't paying attention. Or I didn't notice it.
My thoughts will be as silent as my feet.
But we're good.
Eyes open.
What's this pool for? Now, judging by claw marks and scales from around the edge of the pool, you believe it is regularly used by Logafeth. Now you see something shimmering in the depths of the frigid water. Sure, we'll go in there. So. You dive into the water and immediately feel the cold bite into your skin. It's incredibly frigid, rapidly sapping the warmth from your body. The water is calm, but a person with a weak constitution would suffer greatly if submerged for more than a few moments. Gimpy's constitution sucks. At 10. So, who's our best constitution? 13, 16, 15, 13, 10. So, Ms. Barbarian. Oh, she's a fish face too, isn't she?
Uh-huh.
That was good. And you go. She dives in and immediately feels the cold bite of the water. The water is calm, but a person with a weak constitution will suffer greatly. Blah, blah, blah. Dive towards the light. Ice cold water is too intense, and she reaches the source of the glinting at the bottom of the cave, but is already going numb. She quickly recovers a cache of Lagafeth treasures, including a variety of coins and a set of surprisingly well-preserved plate greaves. Unfortunately, the disturbance of the horde was observed by a pack of Lagafeth that are swimming over to investigate. Hiding from the Lagafeth will be difficult, but attempting to outswim them would require phenomenal athletic ability. Swim to the surface as fast as possible. She launches off the bottom of the ice cave and begins to swim toward the surface. Unfortunately, outswimming a band of determined Lagafeth is difficult, even under the best of circumstances. One of her legs is horribly mangled in the process of escaping from the pool. Moments later, furious Lagafeth erupt from the fuel. But we're fine. Look. A little bit of dazzling. That unfortunately can't do because of the pool and the water. Pool of water.
How may I help?
There's this fireball you can throw down here. Charming somebody.
Uh-huh. I'm ready.
Ah, thank goodness
Uh-huh.
So if he does a friendly buff, does it affect the charmed ones too? Hope not.
Anna!
Dead fish people. That aren't fish faces. She didn't do too bad. Said she got her leg mangled, but weakened knee -2. She'll be fine.
Sure. I'll see what I can find.
Oh, then what did we get? We got those plated greaves. So, heavy stuff. Armor speed penalty +5. Damage reduction 3. Grants wild sprint once per rest. These aren't very good. Definitely not going to be wearing them. Beef loaf. Can't be carrying that around. Trampoline never use, really. What's for everybody? Might for everybody. Wow, that trigger on that hammer when that thing goes off. Oh, she just hit it. Oh, we totally destroyed it. Aloth hit it for 39. Where did you do that from? Not much damage. Spin his wand or whatever he's using.
Sure.
Whew, good thing I sold most of my jewelry.
Not the crystal we have to hit?
Our path has brought us here at last. A final act of sacrifice awaits.
I don't want to. Ridge overlooks a broad chamber half flooded with lake water. You could crawl down this way, but it looks too steep and slick to climb back up. Do we have a choice? I don't think we have a choice, do we? I don't think there's another way to get down there. There's nothing over here. Can you rest? Well, yeah, maybe. We're good, though. We don't need to rest.
And what does the flame reveal?
All those injuries? What injuries? She's the only one that has injuries. It only affects her reflex and her movement speed. She's fine. She's the only one that's hurt. We'll be fine. The ridge overlooks blah blah blah. Climb down. Get to the crystal and blah blah blah. Defeat the Kraken. I don't want to defeat the Kraken. I just want to go by the Kraken. Can we walk on the water? This is why I really became a follower of Andra. She has the best monsters.
This is why I really became a follower
Oh, they just...
of Andra.
This is good.
The best monsters.
My mind.
Mow it.
More buffs.
Ixnana.
Yes?
And while you're waiting, you can do your image. Look at all the tentacles. Barely injured badly. Focus on that one.
That's it!
One down. You're able to shield up around us, protect us from them. Hopefully that works. It doesn't look like that's working. No, it is.
Aye?
We can do the prismatic wall. This would do wonders, maybe. Of course, I can't see where it's going. How do you rotate this thing? It's not letting me cast it. Is it going? I don't know if that's casting or not. I don't think it is. Doesn't like the surface. Oh, there it goes. Ah, pretty well. Durance, what are you doing way back there? Injured. Stuff. Injured. Killed. That one. Did you get a protection shield thingy off? I don't know. That's a champion boon. That's only one person. Faithful. Rounds of bomb. Bonus to perception, intellect, and resolve. Sure, why not? I can't see how big the area effect is. .9. That's not very big at all. It's not going to hit a lot. Restoring endurance and reducing durations. Negative effects for all allies in the area effect. Much bigger radius. Restores endurance. Stuff. Doesn't say for how long, though. Just durations of... Oh. It reduces negative effects if they have any on us, but I don't think we do. Except for that. And we don't have any real negative effects going on, so we don't need it. And extend the duration of all beneficial effects on allies in the area of effect. Me?
I'll teach you a lesson!
Those are dead for now. No loot. Sure. So, kill the Kraken. He's all by himself.
Aye?
Chaotic Orb. Phantom. That might help. Oh, wait, this is what it is. Yep, independent copy. So. Some.
Your thoughts must flow deeply indeed.
What?
Maybe Dazzle? He cannot be charmed, confused, or dominated, but Dazzle might work.
Lead the way.
I'm ready.
Get him. She'll be fine. Can't save in combat.
Ulu Sen!
Prismatic wall up on him. See how he likes that. This is Hand of Wheel and Woe. The priest calls for a beam of life that heals all allies and burns enemies in caught in the array. Works for me.
The Baru beyond sea.
Wow. He got owned really quickly there. How did that happen? Gimpy crit. Sneak attack. Death blows. That's how that happened. Gimpy in his death attack. When something's below a certain level of endurance, he gets to do that. So good job, Gimpy. Wow, we destroyed that really quickly. Aleth has less depart. Oh, that was this is duplicate. Oh, we're not done yet.
Oh, and if I find something good, you can have half.
Oh, we're supposed to be blowing up this thing now, right? Enormous crystal jets from the wall like a spearhead protruding from a wound. An army of reflections stares back at you from the crystal's perfect facets. It echoes the sound of your footsteps and soft ringing hums. Someone will have to take up Abaddon's hammer and strike the crystal, and Andra warned that whoever does so will be buried in this place with the eyeless. Whom do you choose? Really? So you have to sacrifice somebody for this? We're going to lose 2 really good weapons if we do this. Well. She's got really good weapons. She's got a good weapon. He's too useful. She's too useful. Aleth? He's useful too, though. I don't know. I mean, this isn't fair. How can Gimpy do it? If I choose Gimpy, does the game end? Step back and consider. Hey, Tom, welcome back. Step back, empty inventory, sacrifice mana. It's their duty. No, it's not. Don't think they would kill him off. I don't think they would kill Gimpy off, because, you know, he's the main character. So that would be kind of dumb. Yourself.
You have led us bravely. It has been an honor to follow your lead.
Your sacrifice will save many lives.
Straight into the fire, then. Your chances aren't favorable, but at least you've learned to embrace the test. I told you I'd be good for you, Watcher.
You're a brave soul. Wish I'd met you sooner.
Hit the hammer and swing it at the crystal. A perfect clear tone rings through the air and resonates through your teeth. Seconds later, ripples shiver through the water as something big is coming. You give the others a final nod. The rest of the party scrambles out of the flooded cavern and flees through the tunnels. Continue hammering at the crystal, each strike magnifying the last. The echoes build into physical tremors. Meanwhile, a heavier rhythm pulses through the cave, footsteps, dozens of them. The others round a corner only to see a line of eyeless advancing. The creatures stagger to the rhythm of the hammer thuds below, yet they crane their necks toward the party, ratcheting back their piston arms. Cast me an image. Wasn't sealed, guess we're not about room leader. Mirror image. Consider who will cast it. Aleth. The likeness appears along the tunnel. The eyeless roar and lunge fruitlessly at the images. Dodge past. Party sprints past the distracted monsters. Fortunately, the creatures are too focused on the hammering to give chase. They continue toward the cavern. You maintain a steady tempo on the crystal. Eyeless gather in the cavern, where they batter the walls in time with the hammer's rhythmic blows. The ground shakes, falling rocks and shattering crystals splash to the ground. The party flees through the dark, rumbling corridors. More spellbound, eyeless shamble along, but they're too entranced by the swelling cadence to take more than an idle swipe at the party. The tunnel narrows, light filters through ahead. The exit must be around the next bend. But it's clogged with rubble. Meanwhile, the ground drops several feet at once and the tunnel begins rolling on its axis. A distant sound of rushing water echoes from the cavern. Renji smashes the rubble. Lever the rubble with the pry bar. Dig through the rubble with bare hands. Smash. Frenzy and smash the rubble. Because we'll do it. Only one person. Fury descends and fills Manea's body with desperate violent strength. She bashes a path through the rubble. Barbarian smash. The moon shudders again. The party escapes onto the ice just as another thunderous crash sounds from below. Eyeless continue pouring into the cavern from every visible tunnel and crevice. Your ears ring at the ever-growing cacophony of smashing rock and shattering crystal. Meanwhile, the water level is rising. A skull-splitting crack rends the air, and a surge of water knocks you from your feet. The entire cavern rotates, plunging you into a freezing soup of jagged metal, torn flesh, and stone. You thrash in the dark water until the cold locks your muscles. You can't tell up from down, and all around you feel the sharp, slick angles of stone. You are trapped. Your lungs begin to burn, and your limbs go numb. At least your death will save the rest of you from the eyeless. One day there will be songs about you, perhaps feast days in your name, maybe. Your reflexes take over, and you convulse. Swallowing a mouthful of icy water, you perish in agony. Well,
as the fragment of Ionni Brathr crumbled around you, it pulled you into the frigid depths of Kairon's scar. You died, secure in the knowledge that the threat of the eyeless died with you.
Well, that's a bummer. That it? Did I win? Save the world. So they killed me. That was game over. Save the world, still die. Oh well. I thought they're gonna rescue me. I don't care if it's a duty. I'm the hero here, not her. It's okay. It's okay. I didn't expect it either. I thought they were going to, because, you know, you're the hero and stuff, they were going to pull something out and go, oh no, you can't die. Like, Andra comes down and saves you. That would have been nice. But no, she's a bitch. She's a selfish bitch. So. Yes, if your stats fit, you can do it. If you had, what, 18 Constitution. But didn't know that going in. My Constitution's only 10, so... Which means nobody was going to survive that. Because her Constitution's only like 16 or something like that. So, is it 16 or 15? It's not very high either. At least I don't consider it very high. Nobody would have survived it. Well... 8 or maybe? But I don't know what his Constitution is. He might have had a shot. But I don't take this ending? Why not? I saved the world. I mean, I saved the world. It's not like I don't have to move on, have anything else to move on to. I mean, it's not only 100 plus hours into the game. This is technically finishing it, isn't it? Just not the answer or the finish that everybody wanted to see. It's an ending, it is. I mean, they're rolling the credits, so something went well. Again, I saved the world. Main game ending, exporting the save for Pillars 2. And what's the advantage of doing that? The Wizard in Baldur's Gate 3. Technically one in Act 2. There you go. What's the advantage of exporting the save to Pillars 2? What do you get out of that in reality? Guess I could Google it and see what it says. What's out there? All decision flags come with it, not only the biggest ones, even the smallest count. Okay, and again, what does that actually get me? Escape 1 to 2, you got items you had. Wonder if they did that here. I don't know. So decision flags come with it, not only the biggest ones, but the smallest count. But didn't you talk in Discord? Okay. Okay, I'm in Discord. Oh yeah, this involves spoilers? I can type that much precise enough to get what I want to say at the time of day. Oh, I understand. It's not a problem, Hurricane. It's not a problem at all.
Hey, help.
Hey. So, no spoilers. So keep that in mind, no spoilers. So what's the I mean, is there any real point to bringing stuff over from the first game to the second? I mean, is it really that big of a deal?
Well, the beginning of the second game, something happens, and someone undoes that and asks you some questions so he gets it right what he does. That involves that you tell him what you did. So that's the way you can tell him, hey, I did this in the first game, so to speak. And if you import that, you get just questions. Okay, you did this. You did this. Is this right? Yes. And I see you were, in your case, you were a rogue. Do you want to get back as a rogue? So you even could change your character if you
Right.
want.
I am going to die.
Race, class, everything. I don't think you come with any gear, so you get a clean start. So that doesn't matter, but all the decisions, so little side quests like you save that guy or he dies, that comes with your flags. If you don't take the save game, but just take the questionnaire at the beginning of the second game, those are, I think, by chance.
Okay.
Be the ending of the main game, so you have more knowledge for the second game.
So there's no real advantage to do it then.
Yeah,
Or disadvantage, I should say.
I say the canon start for the second game is your character lives.
So that's a hint at the end, which I was kind of seeing that anyway. So, basically,
I can't remember which person I said to hammer. I think Adair had a high constitution, so I thought he maybe survived, or I didn't myself. I played a tanking paladin, so he had high constitution, and maybe that's how I survived if I took myself.
Right. So, yeah.
I think I thought to myself, hey, Manea is a servant of Ondra. It's her duty, and I think she survived. I don't know.
Well, it depends, because her constitution is like, I want to say, or somewhere around 15, 16, if I remember right. So if she has the right gear on and stuff, she could probably survive it. But like I said, in my playthrough, she doesn't. Like I said, her constitution's only floating around between 15 and 16, so she still won't survive that without buffing her. We'd have to know that ahead of time. So blah, blah, blah. So not too worried about that. So I don't know.
I would go for the true ending. I mean, if you finish this now, you get the, hey, thanks for playing White March 2, this is the ending, blah, then you're done with the DLC and you could finish the game tomorrow, the main game.
I can finish it in 6 hours?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, you have to go to the region where this pit is, where you have to jump down, and then that's the point of no return, and everything after that, that's under 6 hours.
Okay.
I think so.
Yeah, but you see the way I play. I take twice as long as everybody else, so... I don't know.
I would go for your character lives ending and finish the main game too. It's great.
But then I have to sacrifice somebody. That's the problem.
Not necessarily.
Get credits, run faster. See what it says at the end.
Oh, those are Kickstarters. It's now.
Oh. They're all over the place. You can see their names in the game. Go digging for them if you want. It's a lot of Kickstarters.
To be in the game as a yellow-plated character, that was a higher pledge tier. That's all of them.
Right. Ta-da. Oops. Okay. So the decision. Problem is, we already did that. It would have to be this one. See where this gets us. If I can boost up our constitution, which I think we might be able to with food. Let's see. So our constitution's at 16. Which means that The castle roll, that is intellect. The beef loaf, that was might. Rice pan, constitution 1. Chicken, constitution 2. There we go. So, chicken. There's the chicken. So we have her eat that and send her in with the 18 constitution. Everything will be fine. Ha ha ha.
Lead the way.
Didn't it say 19?
Was it 19? I thought it was 18. So, oh, she's around to bracers of all consuming range is only 1 constitution. Let's see what else we have of constitution items. We might have a 2. Shield deflection, not that.
I think you had a belt item with 3 constitution,
Did
maybe?
I? 2 might, 1 resolve, or 2 resolve. Gimpy's wearing the strength belt. That's 3 might. She's got nothing there. This is clarity. And hers is only might and resolve. You're not gonna have constitution either. So. Gimpy doesn't have any bonus constitution. Hers is coming from base. Hers is bracers of all consuming rage. And then the chicken. His constitution. Ah, sneers falling. Says a ring. Reflection 9. Constitution 19. Okay, so that might work. Hey, Hesse, welcome back. So that you know, now you're better than you as a person. I'm a superior being. I conquered the Pillars of Eternity. You finished it. Well, I just finished it too, technically. I finished the DLC. So I haven't finished the full game yet, but technically I finished the DLC. But we're going back to actually win this way. So, go smash the wall. Okay, enormous crystal stuff. Who's gonna do it?
I'm jumping out of Discord.
Okay, thanks. Am I playing Deadfire? When I finish, I'll be playing Deadfire, yes. Okay, all is silent as you approach Manea.
When I became a gift bearer, I never figured it'd be my own corpse I left in Andra's depths. Still, it'll be good to do something I don't regret.
He hefts the hammer and swings it at the crystal. A perfect clear tone rings in the air, but about seconds later, ripples shiver up the room. Blah, she lifts the hammer again and gives you a final nod. She scrambled out of the flooded cavern and flee through the tunnels. She continues hammering at the crystal, each strike magnifying the last. Echoes build until physical tremors. Footsteps, dozens of them. The robots are coming for us. Around a corner and a line of their advancing creatures stagger in rhythm, blah blah blah. Mirrored image, that works. We'll cast it. Alath. So, mirror image saves us. Dodge past eyeless. Sprint past the distracted monsters. Fortunately, the creatures are too focused on the hammering to give chase. They continue toward the cavern. And she maintains a steady tempo on the crystal. Eyeless gather in the cavern where they batter the walls, stuff, the ground shakes. You flee through the dark, rumbling corridors. More spellbound eyeless shamble along, but they're too entranced by the swelling cadence to care about you. The tunnel narrows. The exit must be around the next bend, but it's clogged with rubble. Frenzy. I don't think we can do frenzy. She's not here with us. Consider who will do it. Nobody can do it. You realize that man was the person capable of this. Consider other options. Prybar. There must be a weak spot, but it will take a practiced eye to find it. We'll find clear the way. I have perception. Oh, or eye perception and mechanics. Notice a loose boulder and wedge the prybar beneath it. That. The moon shudders again. You escape onto the ice. Just another thunderous crash sounds from below. Then continue pouring into the cavern. Her ears are ringing at the ever-growing cacophony of smashing surround and shattering crystal. Shattering rock around rock. Meanwhile, the water level is rising. Skull-splitting crack rends in the air, and a surge of water knocks Manea from her feet. The entire cavern rotates, plunging her into a freezing soup of jagged metal, torn flesh, and stone. Dun, dun, dun. You dash from the lake, the ice squeals and crackles, rocking dangerously underfoot. The sinking moon groans. Long fissures race across the ice. Did we miss here? Didn't we get this far before? We didn't get this far. It's got for a more stable place to cross. The surface of the ice is riddled with cracks. Only someone who knows what to look for can find safe passage. Who would that be? Hey, Azure, welcome back. Gimpy. You chart a careful path across the ice, skirting rocks and dodging thin patches. The white that wins. Not sure what that's supposed to be. The rest of the party follows. At last you reach the safety of the shore. In the middle of the lake, only the tip of the moon is visible above the ice. You watch in silence as it sinks into the depths. Manea fights through the wreckage of the crumbling moon, feeling the cold only distantly. It's a draining process, but her limber muscles and mighty lungs are up to the task. She finds the ghostly light to the surface and swims toward it. Constitution 19. Good call there. At last she reaches the shallows. She punches through the thin crust of ice and crawls ashore, trembling but alive. White that winds is a region, so where you're from, I don't know. Hi, Rocket. You stand at the edge of the lake. The bobbing of the ice and the rippling of the water surface slows until you are looking at a moment's frozen in time. When the world began moving once more, it moves, and when the world begins moving once more, it moves in reverse. The surface of the water churns and roils like it's about to spew something up, and it does. A fragment of the moon rises unbroken. Ice reforms across the surface of the lake, spreading in long, freezing fingers. Eyeless file out of the moon fragment and onto the ice. They wind around the moon in an ever-widening spiral. Thought they were supposed to be destroyed. They stop at the head of their line as their head of the line reaches you. They speak in a single voice that resonates with grinding metal and hissing steam.
We shatter and sink, discarded like worn tools. Why have you consigned us to oblivion?
You tried to kill me. Are you serious? You would have destroyed Durgan's battery and more. You've killed many innocent people. Benevolent.
We do not cherish violence, but we will fight to defend the legacies of this world.
They stand tall, ratcheting their arms back.
In one hand a hammer, in the other a mace. We protect the greatest works of civilization, lest it collapse beneath its own weight.
Then why did you storm Durgan's battery 200 years ago? The protest is as sharp as squealing metal.
We would sooner sacrifice our own bodies than dislodge a single stone from such a place. Why do you torment us with baseless accusations?
Tell that to the Pargrunan that you killed Passionate. You were changed from a preserver to a destroyer. Andra changed you from a preserver to a destroyer. Who else would have done such damage to a mighty Pargrun fortress? She changed you from preserver to a destroyer. The eyeless are still, but you hear their gears whir as their collective spirit ponders this.
Then we were betrayed.
Yes, you were transformed against your will. No, you were adapted to serve a new purpose. That depends on how you look at it. Hello, Obi-Wan.
A part of ourselves was cut away, and we were made to betray something we cherish.
You feel their bitter angry like anger, like a hammer strike. From a certain point of view. The legacy of the Anquithans, you mean? What was that? Made to portray something we cherish. Legacy of the Anquithans, you mean?
The bedrock of civilization.
Suddenly they attack the ice beneath them, slicing and shattering it with mighty swings from their iron arms. And where the ice breaks, ancient towers rise, blotting out the blue sky and white peaks. Andra wanted Anquithan civilizations forgotten.
Better for her tides to ebb and her seas to dry up than to cover a single stone the Ingwithans laid.
The ice shakes with the fury of the eyeless.
Each culture builds on the bones of the last. Yet many only look up at where they would go, never down at the foundations that bear them. Like a mason who builds a listing tower.
Ice sheets cracks and groans.
What peril do they inflict on their progeny? And what dishonor on their forebears?
You hear the strain of crumbling stone in the voice of the eyeless. You think it unwise to forget the past. The betrayal of memory upsets you greatly.
It is accepting a gift only to spit in the face of the giver. Every advance in the crafts and institutions of Kith was forged by skill and sacrifice.
You feel these words and the anger behind them in your bones.
A people cut off from their history will wither, and they deserve no less.
I agree. No, they'll be free to choose their own path. Then what do you suggest? What do you suggest?
To pull the blinders from the eyes of gods and Kith. That is why we must return to ourself and restore Abidan.
What do you mean about returning to yourself? Perhaps Abaddon was meant to forget his past. Some knowledge is too dangerous for this world. You speak as if history were a guide, yet it doesn't always provide a good example. Memory remains a burden, even when the events and people it recalls are long gone. It's pain with no purpose. Very well, return to yourself and be the god of preservation once more. Enough, you must not restore Abaddon's memory or his dominion over preservation. What do you mean returning to yourself?
When Ionni Brathr fell, Abidan lost much. His will to preserve, the memory of how and why he died. But he built us with fragments of his own soul. In returning, we can restore what was taken from him.
Abaddon was meant to forget his past. Some knowledge is too dangerous for this world. Well, we know how he forgot his past. His memory was basically erased. Speak as if history were God, yet it doesn't always provide a good example.
Then do not look to it for one. History is not a moral force, but a set of facts. These facts show Kith where they have come from, and how to move forward.
Our Grunin were obsessed with the past. They died in the keep that they built to honor it. The Derwoodans and Glaffans have fought 2 wars over their history, and they still haven't moved forward. Starward and the Iron Flail remain
Hey Gimpy,
odds.
it is time to stop. Your dinner will be ready shortly and Mrs. Gimpy wants to actually talk to you. Make sure you tell everyone to have a great day or evening and we will see them tomorrow. Also, make sure to remind them to hit the follow button and visit your YouTube channel.
Poor Grunits, poor dwarfs.
And their brethren have built a culture that stretches across Aeora. All because they recognize the importance of their shared legacy.
Yet they, at Durgan's right, might have built more if they surrendered this obsession with legacy in the East. Before you killed them, they nearly destroyed themselves arguing over the meaning of that legacy. Legacy is an idea. We shouldn't prize it over the lives and well-being of a Kith. I see your point.
There are always casualties.
The Woodens and Levels have fought 2 wars, so I've said my piece.
And we have listened.
What do you mean return? No, we said that. It doesn't always pride. Memory remains a burden. Very well. Return to yourself and be the god of preservation once more.
We shall see this world and its people restored.
Great. When shoves at your back, your ears pop, and you feel it for a moment as if all of the air is being sucked from the sky. A lot of experience here. Suddenly it ends, and you are standing in the snow looking at Kayron's scar. Extraordinarily positive over in Stalwart.
The Eyeless disappeared beneath the lake, their bond to Andra finally severed. With this threat ended, hope returned to the White March. Hunters returned to the wildernesses, and travelers to the roads. Tales of the Watcher's bravery replaced stories of monsters in the woods. The villagers of Stalwart busied their hands with work and their tongues with song, eager to seize on the promise of peace.
Dum dum dum. The hammer. Okay, that's fine. Let's make sure everybody's carrying the right stuff. Gimpy's good. She still has the hammer. I'll hold on for now. Oh, she's got the wrong ring on. Whose ring was that? Was that hers? Your ring. There we go. Yes, she lived. Everybody lived. Our first attempt was Gimpy was going to be the sole survivor, or be the hero at the end of the story here. But he didn't have the constitution to hold his breath long enough and he died. And that ended the game for us. But still finished the DLC. That's not the story that they wanted necessarily. So, after some convincing from Hurricane, we decided we'll go back and give her a shot, because I was pretty sure that she had 16 constitution and she needed a 19, and so we gave her some chicken that got her up to 18, and then a ring with a little bit more constitution to get her up to 19, and she was able to hold her breath and win, or survive. So that's how we did that. And now we get to keep the party, because I didn't really want to lose any of these guys, because it was, you're going to sacrifice somebody, and she was the only one that we found out after Gimpy died. He needed 19 constitution. That's the only way to survive. So, but we're good. We're all set. So, anyway, I do need to end the stream. And what this means is we are almost done with this. Hurricane is saying we only have probably a little under 6 hours to go in the main storyline, which will be started focusing on tomorrow. Because even though we have lots of quests and stuff to look at, we're going to work on the main storyline and move on and go from there. So, and there's a good chance we finish this. Well, I won't say a good chance. There's a chance we finish the main storyline tomorrow. And if we don't, we'll probably finish it on Tuesday. And after that's done, we'll be moving on to Pillars of Eternity 2 and going from there. See how it goes. So, that's that. So, once again, not once again, but thank you all very much for coming out. Much appreciated. Hope you enjoyed the stream. It was fun as usual. And like I said, stream schedule tomorrow, more Pillars of Eternity 1. Tuesday, if we don't finish tomorrow, we'll be continuing on a Tuesday. But if we do finish tomorrow, we'll be starting Pillars of Eternity 2 on Tuesday. So that's the plan for the next couple of days. Wednesday and Thursday, we're back to Oblivion Remastered to continue with that. Friday is up in the air at the moment because Hobo's not going to be available on Friday, so Celasta is on hold for a week, which means Jeff, Hurricane, and I need to decide what we want to do on Friday, and we'll do that sometime this week. Saturday, Star Wars The Old Republic, and then Sunday, Pillars of Eternity, either 1 or 2, more than likely 2. So all those side quests, mostly companion quests, those could make this longer than 6. Oh, I don't have to do them. Let's not kid ourselves. I don't have to do those side quests. That's why they are side quests. And I really don't care, for the most part. So, yeah, do this real quick. It's Mrs. Gimpy. Yeah, Mrs. Gimpy's calling. Let me talk to her real quick. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. The Council Hot fight. Oh yeah, there's other fights and stuff to do. I mean, beat up on the Lich. There's a dragon to kill. We could do those. We don't have to. I mean, those are all. It's all optional stuff. It's not a big deal. Yeah, this is the Lich fight here, and then there's a dragon somewhere too. I don't think it's part of a quest though. I think we just found him in a cave somewhere here in the DLC. I forget where it was. But there's a big dragon. He kicked the crap out of us. So, again, optional stuff. It's not necessary. I don't have to do it. We'll see. We'll see what kind of mood I'm in tomorrow. See whether I'm in a completionist mode or not. Probably not. I'm not a big completionist. I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but I'm not a completionist when it comes to these games. I'm just trying to get through the main storyline for the most part. I don't have to do every side quest. My conscience is clear if I don't do every side quest. I'm just not that kind of person. I'm really not. So, yeah. Thing you want to do, you have to do before jumping down a certain pit. Oh, I understand that, Turrican. I understand. So, hey, Beacon, welcome back. So, anyway, stream schedule. Tomorrow, Pillars of Eternity 1. Tuesday, possibly 1, possibly 2, depending if we finished 1 on Monday and Tuesday. Wednesday and Thursday, Oblivion Remastered. Saturday, Star Wars: The Old Republic. And then Sunday, either Pillars 1 or 2, depending on where we are. So, anyway, that's our schedule for the next week or so. Oh, Friday was still up in the air. Friday's still in the air. That's it. I gotta go. Gotta get dinner ready and stuff. So, thank you all very much for watching. Tomorrow's stream starts at noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. GMT for some more Pillars of Eternity 1. And that's it. So, thanks for watching. Have a great evening, great day, wherever you happen to be. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I will see you tomorrow.